everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Don't Let It Stu. I have Zack Peter in the house, and it's been a while, actually. I don't know why it's been so long. Hi.
Hi. I like that you have like a range of good guests now.
I know. You were just like saying, like,
rotation. You're bringing on new people.
I know.
We're not so exclusive anymore, so you're broadening your horizons. I like that.
Don't speak so soon. Like, I'll probably be calling you next week again. So, but thank you for saying that. It has been good. I've been like finding people on TikTok and stuff. That girl Jamie Rice is like fun. Like, I just love like her vibe and stuff like that. She's great. She's very outspoken. She's been great. And who else? I mean, I guess no more like Amir Yaz. You got your wish. I'm such an asshole. I'm joking. Wait, where's my coffee? Okay, hold on. Here it is. Right there. I mean, I think he's in hot water anyway, but after stuff, but okay. So we're back. I had a wonderful time in New York City. I was there. It was very impromptu. My friend Kim. It was Labor Day weekend, and I was at High Tops, and I was with my friend Alex, and we were there, and I was watching the U.S. Open tennis, and I was like, fuck, I really want to go this year, and I'm like so annoyed. And as the tournament goes on, the tickets get way more expensive because you're getting towards the semifinals, the finals, the better players are, they all come together. So I text Cam, and I'm like, listen, what if I just fly in next weekend? We'll just figure out the tickets, like we'll just kind of wait last minute, go on the app, see if they drop, which they usually do.
Yeah.
And she's like, I was like, should I fly in? She's like, do it. Why not? I'm like, great. Then she FaceTimes me like 20 minutes later. And her friends are in her apartment and stuff like that. And she's like having drinks. It's a Sunday or whatever, right? Or a Monday or whatever. I think Sunday or Monday. And I said, I'm so excited for coming. And she's like, I want you to say hi to my friends. We do that and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, bitch. She's like, don't worry about tickets. We're going to the men's final on Sunday. And I'm like, are you joking? I was like, no. I said, that's insane. She's like, don't worry about it. She's like, happy early birthday, blah, 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 blah.
Aww.
So that's how that happened. It was like the most incredible, I literally had tears in my eyes at the bar. Like, I was like crying. Alex was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm going to the fucking men's final. And I've never fucking, to go to a Grand Slam men's final is like a really big deal. Like in tennis, it is, right? Especially the US Open. It's like the biggest arena and all the tennis players love to play that particular arena. So that was great. I went to New York. We went out Friday night, and Kem had to go to this bar mitzvah or whatever. And so I was going to be on my own on the Saturday. So I was like, I wonder, should I go to the women's final on Saturday? And this was Friday night. So anyway, we were at the Stonewall Inn. The drinks were flowing, the dancing. There was a drag queen. It was a fantastic night. It was brilliant. And I said, well, what's my max? And I said, you know what? If I can get a ticket for $500, I'll go. Like, it's a women's US Open final. It's a big deal as well. I go on, there's one for $530. I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm going to have a great time. So I went on my own on Saturday. And it was lovely. It was really nice. I was just there. I ate my own and could have sat on my own and watched the women's final. It was wonderful. Went home. I got new shoes. Now, when I say stigmata, like cuts and braces and people, like those marks on your body from the movies and stuff like that. If you saw the back of my heels from these new pairs of shoes that I wore, I was putting Band-Aids on them every probably 40 minutes. But here's the thing. I had these Ralph Lauren polo kind of loafers. I had a brown pair and a green pair. And then I had my lesbian Birkenstocks, right?
Okay.
So I couldn't wear the Birkenstocks. I mean, that would be the right thing to do because I injured myself so bad. So I am limping around New York City, just the worst place to break in a pair of shoes, just the fucking worst. And it's not
because you're just walking everywhere.
You are walking everywhere. And then I got
Why did you have to keep changing the Band-Aids though?
They kept because it kept rubbing against the back of the shoe and they just kept flying off. Just the irritation of running. It is. Maybe I'll put up a photograph on YouTube
to this.
No, it's not it's insane. I'll send you a photograph afterwards. You're don't. So I was dealing with that, but I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm here. I'm having a great time. So then we get to Sunday. We hear Trump is coming into town, and this has been said 3 or 4 days ago that he was going to go to the US Open and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, fuck it. All right, well, that's going to be like whatever, a shit show. And so we get there. Now, mind you, I was there on Saturday. I literally walked into the stadium where the women's were playing maybe 15 minutes before the game started, right? You do the ceremony, the national anthem, the whole thing. Sunday. And there was there was a lesbian couple. They were really sweet. I ran into them on Saturday. They knew me. They knew you as well, which was really cute. And we took a photograph together and they were like, oh, we're coming back tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, I said, I'll DM you when I'm here. So they were like, hey, come to our table at this restaurant. We had a 4-top. I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Because it's packed and it's like you have reservations. It's crazy. I was like, fuck it. Let's just go over there and we'll eat with them. Then we're done with the food. We come out of there at 1:30. The game is starting at 2. Zach, I swear to God, there was 12,000 people outside the stadium. This stadium fits about 21,000 people. That's why it's like the biggest one on Grand Slams. I was like, what the fuck is going on? No, everybody was like people were pissed because these tickets are thousands. Like, I don't even want to tell you how much my ticket was. It was just insane. But like, we're there and I was like, what do we do? And we're with the 2 girls and stuff. There's 4 of us. I was like, we keep walking to the back. The line just keeps going back. And I'm like,
oh my God.
We're not going to be in.
To get in?
Just to get in. But when you get in, like, it probably takes you 5 minutes to get your seat. It's not that bad, right?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no fucking way. We jumped these benches. Saw these people jumping these benches. I was like, fuck it, let's just jump these benches. We jumped the benches. We got to the back of the line. But then there was way more people behind us too. There probably must have been another 3,000 behind us, right?
Wow.
But there still was about 10,000 in front of me. So I was like, we got to sit here. We just have to wait and we're just going to have to go through this. And said, we can't jump the line. We can't push. Like, it's jam-packed. They closed all the exits. They only had like 10, we'll say, stalls. They called in TSA from the airport, which nobody fucking knew what was happening. So it was literally a TSA shakedown per person. And you know how slow that's going to be, you know? And so we're there. It's 1:30. I'm like, the game starts at 2. There's no fucking way. We're going to miss whatever. And then they would say, okay, we're going to push it back to 2:30 because the crowds can't get in, this and the other, you know, security reasons, whatever they say. Trump is in there at this time already. And there's probably 5,000 people in the stadium out of fucking 21,000. And I'm just like, they pushed it to 2:30. I'm like, okay, we got an hour to get in. I said, we might be. And we were moving. We were probably moving 10 feet every 20 minutes.
Oof.
And we were probably like 80 feet from the gate, if that kind of like around that kind of.
Okay.
We got in there, ran upstairs, got into our seat. They were literally flipping the coin to see who would start the match and start serving.
Wow.
A woman got in. I know, like, you don't even, like, can't believe it. And a woman and their boyfriend sat beside me and they had like their caviar with their chicken nuggets and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. And I said, do you guys just
Caviar
get in?
with
Like,
their chicken nuggets. I love it.
I know, it's $100 for a patrician caviar. It was a kind of a fun
I
thing.
like that.
It was super cute. And I was like, did you guys just get in? They're like, we've been out there for 2 hours. I'm like, and now mind you, we are 1 set in and we're in the middle of the second set. And it's the best of 5 sets. So people were fucking pissed. And every right they should be. But here's the thing. I will say this now. Usually would be like, it's Trump's fault. It's actually not his fault because they were given 4 days. They were told about this 4 days ago.
Yeah.
If they had a problem with security and getting people in, they should have said to Trump, look, now is not the fucking year. This is too short notice. We can't put it together. This, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Or send a notification out the morning of, hey, everybody make their way to the stadium from 11 a.m. onwards. You want to make sure there's going to be crazy lines. We have to get through security. It's going to take way longer than we thought. That's all they had to do.
Yeah.
And they didn't do
Give
that.
people enough of that. Yeah.
It was fucking bedlam. And people were like, you're entitled. Shut the fuck up. Don't go then. I'm like, no, you're missing the point. I'm just saying, like the USTA, like, they should have said something. It wasn't as if Trump woke up on Sunday morning and was like, I'm going to turn up. Like, he didn't.
Surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Then I would be like pissed. But it wasn't. And oh, God, it was such a fuck up. Because you should just be able to walk into the stadium. Anyway, it was an amazing time. Was very lucky we got in. The match was fantastic. It was just incredible to see number 1 and number 2 in the world to battle it out. It was cool. So that was kind of my weekend.
Well, it sounds fun. At least you got to enjoy like the meat of the game. even if you
Yeah,
missed the
no.
first
I
couple
got the whole thing, and like, yeah, it was just a different kettle of fish from the Saturday to the Sunday. How is everything with you? I know you have been going through it with Jeffrey and the whole thing, and I'm so sorry. And I know, and I didn't listen to your Jeffrey episode. I know I would have started bawling, crying, because people were DMing me going like, "Are you talking to him? Are you reaching out to him?" I said, "No, we're texting and we chatted and stuff like that."
to
I said, "I
me?
feel really bad." Yeah,
People
they were like
reaching out to
DMing
you?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, "Have you listened to it?" I said, "I
Yeah.
haven't." And yeah, so it's very sudden. I couldn't believe when you called me at the dog park that morning, and I was just like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And you're like, "No, he's gone." I'm like, "Wait,
I know.
gone
You
where?"
started crying, and then I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh
I
no,
was
don't
like-
not you."
It was like 7 a.m. at the dog park. It was like so sad.
I know.
But you went to it was like a memorial in Laguna, or
It was like a
Newport?
celebration. It was really intimate. It was just his family and a few close friends.
Yeah.
It was out. Yeah. It was really nice.
Okay.
We had a lot of tequila on his behalf.
Oh, that's sweet. I would have been there.
Yeah,
if
no, I
wasn't
did the
flying out
tribute
that day.
episode, and I was so worried about putting that out there, but I was like, I need to honor him in some way.
Yeah,
and
of
like
course,
it's
'cause you had a
so
show
sweet.
together.
Like his family and his friends and his childhood, like
Yeah.
they've all been reaching out to me. You know, yeah. I like how the close connection I've been able to make with some of his like family members and people that he grew up with. That's been really, really sweet. You know, it's
Well, rest in peace, Jeffrey. We love you, and we'll see you on the other side one day, right?
yeah. I love that we got that clip of you guys into the Disaster Daters montage.
Thank you for that. That was fun.
I didn't do it. I was in such a like wave of grief. Everyone thinks I made that video. I was like, no, I can't take credit for this. This is our editor, David Lindley. I text him and I was like, can I ask you for a favor? And he's like, what's up? And I was like, I know it's a lot, but can you put together a montage, like a best of? And I was like, we just need something, you know, I just think it'd be a really nice way to honor him. And he's like, yeah, of course. And then I completely forgot about it. And it was on the day of his celebration. And I was like, it was just me and like the caterers that were setting everything up as I was like, you know, putting the tablecloths and getting the flowers with the florist and stuff. And it was before everyone had gotten there. His family hadn't even gotten there yet. And then David texted me and I saw the video and I was like, oh. And then it was just so well done too. Because then I was like, oh my God, when I got it, I was like, oh no, are they going to put all of like our raunchy clips? Like, let's not like remember raunchy, all of our, because we put it all out on Disaster Daters. And
we did.
I thought he did a really lovely job of honoring Jeff and like, you know, focusing on the funny, but also, you know, nice moments from Disaster Daters without all the raunchy moments.
Yeah, save them all. So this weekend, you know, I'm going to talk about everybody. It's my birthday. Sunday, you're going to be there. Chris Ford, you know, the guy I do the sandwich reviews with, whatever. So he's like a master baker. Like he's incredible, at, like chocolate work and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to make me a cake. I don't know what he's going to make on Sunday. So get ready for that. It's going to be fucking good. So when he brings it out or whenever we bring it out, like make sure you get a slice. And there might be one or two Bravo celebrities turning up too. I'm not going to say who.
Janela?
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say, because you know what? I'm not going to say anything, because if they don't turn up, I look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One definitely is going to turn up.
I look forward to seeing Katie.
I will see. You never know. Like, you could be below deck too. But so, you know, if you want to do a meet and greet, we can just like come to the Riviera Hotel this weekend.
I actually like that spot.
It is. It's cute. It's just like the bar there in the back. Like it's Sunday and it won't be like that busy and stuff like that. We can do like 1 or 2 hours there.
It's the one right by Grassy Smadre, down from Craig's, right?
Correct. Yeah. Down from Craig's, exactly. So I told Chris, I said, listen, if you're going to do the cake, like, he's like, don't go crazy. He's like, bitch, you asked for a 3-tier. I said, I didn't ask for a 3-tier. I asked for a 2-tier. He's like,
3-tier cake?
No, he's not giving me a 3-tier cake. I'll kill him if he does. I said, just do like a fun sheet cake where, you know, it's just like, it's easy and just like whatever. And so we've been obsessed, and we're going to get into it right now, with the Unknown Number documentary on the Catfish one on Netflix. Now he starts calling me Kendra now. And then he starts calling me Kendra. And then he starts putting my face in her face, like on the couch, like in front of the phone with the lip.
Hilarious.
It's really, I'll put it up on YouTube for you guys. And so I was like, listen, why don't we do a fun cake and base it off the unknown number? Like, I don't know, like just play with it. Like maybe have a few of like the text messages on the cake, but like just have at the bottom like happy birthday Stu, like, die you bitch, like kill yourself, like, whatever. Maybe not that aggressive, but like jump off a bridge, like blowjob creamy. It's so disgusting. But so he's going to do something fun because I'm like, I want a moment. Like I just want something just like laughable, So we'll see. I'm excited.
You're turning
about
what, 54?
44, a bitch. I swear I feel like 44. I'm feeling 54. So, okay, let's talk about the unknown number. So, I didn't know this, but apparently they were done with the documentary because they couldn't get Kendra to participate. And they kind of kept like, Borgman recalls the efforts it took to get her on board, adding that she eventually agreed to the opportunity to directly speak to questions circling around the case. That was appealing to her to sit down and tell her story from the perspective, and that Lauren could see her do that. She wanted to do it. I think it was for her daughter. So I guess she wanted to see some remorse. I guess the daughter wanted to see some remorse, like for what she had done. What I thought was really funny, when people watched it, they were like, I can't believe, like, when they were interviewing her and, like, she's, like, pretending she didn't do anything. I'm like, guys, they asked the questions in a way where she could answer it to the build-up of the reveal. Do you know what I mean? Like, people thought it was, like, in real time. Like, why is she lying to them from the beginning? I'm like, no, like, this is, like... She's asking them. She's answering them like
the story is playing out. Yeah, like you have to have the build up to get to the conclusion to get to the end.
And then people were like, "Why is the daughter like saying like I'd still love her?" I said, "No, but wait. When you see her in clothing in the bed, on the corner of the bed, they took that and they popped it in at the end. But if you see the other clip, she's way older. So people were confused with." The daughter sitting at the end of the bed. They put it at the very end, I still love her really so much or whatever it is. But they just did it kind of to sensationalize the documentary. Because if you look at the other clip where she's sitting at the table, she's like, I'll see my mom when I really feel like the time is right.
Yeah.
But then they put that in at the end. So people were like, oh my God, she still wants to see her. And I was like, no, that was when they first interviewed her. She said that. Because she was probably still processing things and whatever. Overall, what did you think of it?
I did not watch it in its entirety, and I know that was the homework you gave me. Listen, my life has been a little fucked up the past 12 days, okay? I've been trying to juggle a lot.
No, of course. But I thought like you would have died to have watched that. And I actually thought you saw it already.
I've seen clips of it. I know, like I'm familiar with it, but I haven't, like that's on my list. The Charlie Sheen documentary is on my list. Trust me, Casey called me the other day and she's like, you need to watch the Chrisley's new reality show is on my, everyone keeps sending me more stuff to watch. And I'm like, okay, when I have an hour to watch one thing or finish one thing, because I start a lot of stuff and then I end up like getting distracted. Wait, what do you think about that one with the Lisa Rinna? Because people are sharing clips from the Lisa Rinna Mommy Dearest movie.
It's really funny. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, apparently that came out alongside this, right? So they knew this was probably coming out and they did the movie. I mean, the acting is terrible. I thought the funniest thing was ever like, they were talking about, they're like, why is the daughter 40?
Right?
It's
like a Lifetime movie, and like Lifetime movies are so cheesy in that way.
Oh, so cheesy. I can ask you, if you watched a bit of it, maybe you can answer this question. And people DM me because I really am trying to figure this out. The text messages started around the Halloween party or something like that they talked about on the documentary, right? At this girl's house. Yeah. And then they were kind of saying that she wasn't invited. Like Owen said, like Lo wasn't invited. Now that girl of the family came out on TikTok and she did a TikTok and she was saying, hey, that's not fucking true. What's true is that's a Halloween party we have at our house every year, the town's invited. Everybody can come. There's no invitation sent out. It's kind of a thing we just always do. People pass by, they're invited and so forth. So that was kind of a lie that they weren't singling Lauren out. And then Owen was like, she probably just didn't want to go. Like, fine.
Yeah.
But she wasn't like not invited. What I wanted, and then the text messages started and all that stuff. But then it said that the text messages stopped for what was it, like 10 or 11 months? Did you get to that part? It was kind of at the beginning. Like it stopped and then it started back up again. So why did it stop? That's what I don't understand. Like why didn't they ask?
Why didn't they ask what?
Why didn't they ask Kendra? Well, Kendra kind of says like at the end, she's like, I didn't start it. Bitch, we know you're lying. You did start it. But like...
Did you ever watch Pretty Little Liars?
No.
I feel like it was very...
I actually did
it has very much of that... What? You did a cameo on Pretty Little Liars? What?
Yes, I did. I'm almost certain it was. Was it that one? What's the other one that's like that? Pretty Little Liars. I'm almost certain it was that. I went there.
Where they have like anonymous text messages and they're like harassing them.
I never watched the show. I just remember going to Warner Brothers. They wanted a chef to do flambe at a dinner scene. And I went in and I did that. And I was there for like an hour and a half and I left. It was like I got paid $1,000 or something.
Wow.
I'm almost certain it was that. Or is it Heart of Dixie? Is that another one? No, it was a famous person was in it. Whatever. Oh, I'll figure it out offline. No, I didn't know it. So that texting thing went on. So ADD. I need to get back on Adderall or something. This is crazy. I'm just like all over the place, I swear.
Are you an Adderall?
So the text messages started and then there was a gap for about a year.
Yeah.
And then it started back up again. I wish they asked Kendra, why the fuck did you stop for the year? What happened in that year? Did you know if she stopped then, she would have been fine. She would have got away with it. Nothing would have happened because it was like whatever.
Yeah.
Was she working? But then she lied about working, that she never had the job. You'll see, towards the end, like she lied to the husband. And you'll see the big reveal when the cops go over to the house and they have the body cam on and they confront her. And they're like, it's up. Like, you're done. Like, we caught you.
The jig is up, yeah.
Yeah, the jig is up. I'm not going to say how they catch her. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but you'll get to that part. It's kind of cool how they find her out. But it's just, I feel like people just have a lot of questions. Like, I would have liked to have seen a therapist. Like, she should have sat down with a therapist, like going through, because, like you go through something, there's something so horrible on it. You want to like kind of learn something from it, like why is she doing that? Why did you start doing that? What triggered you to start doing that? Where did you find this app that you can send unknown messages to? Like, I wanted all those little bits.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Why don't you interview a therapist? Why don't you do an episode where you fully break it down and you have like a therapist on to analyze this further?
I should do that. I mean, maybe I can get Kendra on herself. She starts texting me. DMs. I mean, does she have an Instagram? I bet everybody's asking her.
I'm sure she has like a Finsta.
Probably. Oh. Right. But you'll see kind of towards the end as well, like there's like all this alcohol on the table. Like Amy Phillips called this out. I asked Amy Phillips to watch it last night, so we're going to talk about it again tomorrow. But there's all this alcohol on the table, and people are like, why is there so much alcohol on the table? I'm like, well, they always talked about they were moving a lot because the bitch wouldn't pay the fucking mortgage or the rent. The husband was like trusting her and she wasn't paying anything. It was just, there's just more to it than just the text messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. But to watch the end of it, I mean, it's like, it's crazy. It's just insane. Oh, I will say to anybody that wants to watch it, I think a really good thing to watch it is watch it with somebody that has not watched it. I watched it on Saturday night.
Watch it with me.
I'll watch it with you, honestly, because it's like to see your friend's reaction as they watch it, because you know what's happened, you know what I mean, is fucking mind-blowing. Like, I watched it on Saturday, and then I sat down and watched it with Kem on Sunday night, after we got back from the Open, and she was like jumping off the seat. She was like, holy shit, like, what the fuck? Like, it was really, really funny. So I would just try and find people that you haven't seen it yet to watch it with them. It's amazing. I'll totally watch it with you. Oh my God, I'll watch it 3 more times. I know, crazy. I'm obsessed with it. Speaking of Taylor Swift, nothing new. I think there's a new countdown today. She brought out a new countdown.
Oh my God, another fucking no more countdown. I can't do any more Taylor Swift countdown.
Listen, I'm ready to take these posters out on my wall. I'm like over it. Like, I'm just like, bring out the album, or just shut up until the album comes out. Like, it's just these more, like, I think you have to pre-save the album now on Spotify, and then there's this like ticker that's kind of going. So I guess when all the fans do it, or enough of them do it, that it'll open up this clip of something. I think it's going to be the documentary. It's not going to be like another album sale or a vinyl or anything like that. I think it's going to be a trailer for this doc or something. It's going to be a clip, or maybe it's a clip for a music video. That'd be cool. Anyway,
I'm just like, just put it all out. Like, I'm tired of the damn countdowns. Every day there's another countdown, and it's something stupid. It's never anything like groundbreaking.
Like, yeah, like, I'm fun.
When does the album come out? October, right?
October 3rd. Yeah.
Oh my God. We have we have a month left of all of this.
We do. It's fucking exhausting. I agree with you. I'm totally on board with this. Did you watch any Meghan Markle?
Yes. I watched clips with Tan France and clips with Chrissy Teigen. And I watched a few other clips from other episodes too. And this season looks worse than the first season.
Dude.
Like, season 2, first of all, season 1 was already a flop, and season 2 I feel like was an epic fail. We haven't really heard much about it, and I feel like she saved her bigger celebs for this one, because what was the most that she had was what's her name, Mindy Kaling last time, and we got like a little blip of Harry at the end that nobody even cared about. And then now we have like Chrissy Teigen and Tan France, and like we had other bigger, like we had more names this time, but like this season it felt even dumber than the last season. And then why did we bring back Michael? Michael was the assistant's name, right? Oh my God. Why did Michael was not just a fill-in one time on one season. He was a fill-in 2 times.
It's a fill-in 2 times. Yeah, somebody probably cancelled. Hey, let's get the makeup artist back in.
The makeup artist. That's what he was. Yeah.
Yeah. And he guessed. Yeah. And it's the same thing. Like, again, like, you know, I've known these people for years, and this and the other. Like, we reconnected. They're coming back on the show. Nobody knows her. Like, there's no way these people are having phone calls with her, or chatting with her, or hanging out with her. Michael Chang or whatever and then the girl from Milk Bar, Christina. Like, great guests to have on. So, like, use them. Like, use them really good. And another thing that really drives me crazy, and everybody thinks I hate her and stuff. I don't. It's the production value. It looks beautiful. It's shot beautiful. There's just no personality in it. And it's like, again, she's not talking to us down the camera. And what drives me absolutely nuts is there's no recipes. Like, there's nothing. Like, they should have little chyrons, be like 2 cups of flour, 1 cup. Because people will be watching it, and it'll be like old school, like your mom used to do back in the day when she'd watch and, you know, they'd have the notepad out in front of them. Yeah, and they'd write down the recipes.
It's not a how-to. It's not a DIY. It's like a watch Meghan Markle do therapy, arts and crafts. And it's like, I don't fucking care. I don't care to see her do macaroni art. I don't care to see her do little painting on an apron that she's never going to fucking wear. She's never going to wear that apron. She's never going to wear her stupid macaroni necklace. I'm just saying a macaroni necklace because that's what the entire arts and crafts this season felt like. It felt like macaroni art, and I felt like she was just a kindergartner with her finger paints doing, I don't even know what the point of this season was. Like, this season was truly worse than the first season.
It is. It's like,
there's your rage-based social media clip of the week.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Go. Exactly. Exactly. We'll get that great guy to come after us again. Can't wait for that.
Oh, the stupid fucking loser that got mad at us for the wine. Oh my God. I was like, fuck off, dude.
I know. So was that, by the way, to kind of fill you guys in, there's this guy on TikTok. I don't even know what his name is, but
Nobody cares.
He came after Zach, and he came after me, and he came after that girl Anna that actually recaps her show as well. And it's just strange that he's he's so defensive.
Let's talk about why he came after us. He came after us because I made a video where I ordered and purchased Meghan Markle's $90 wine because that's how it's sold on her website. I bought the rosé with my own money, and it's actually more than $90 with shipping and handling, because you have a minimum order of 3 bottles, and each bottle is $30 each. So it's a $90 package of wine. Yes. And all I said was, the wine is fine. I said, I think it's a bit overpriced, and people probably buy it for the novelty rather than like for it being so good. Because like at the end of the day, it's a rosé. You can have a nice bottle of red wine that's very expensive, but like a rosé is a rosé, and you can get a decent bottle of rosé for $15 at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, no, exactly. I agree. And here's the thing, like if anybody goes back and watches that video on TikTok with Zach doing that, it's not a bad video. Like,
it's not a bad video.
You're not destroying her or anything like that. And this guy just went off. And then because I think I commented, then he came for me. Then I got a video.
Yeah, he did a whole video on
reading, like he's reading the commentary as he's doing the video. It's really kind of bizarre.
Let me tell you something.
She is grace. She is powerful. She is stunning. She is this. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, he's crazy.
He's like, what are you, a sommelier? And I was like, I never claimed to be a fucking sommelier. I'm a general consumer that consumes a lot of wine. And her wine, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, but I just thought it was a bit overpriced. And you can get something equally as nice at Trader Joe's.
$30 is very expensive for a rosé wine.
Isn't that more than like Miraval, like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's rosé? Or like Whispering
Angel? Yeah, it's like $21. You can get a bottle of Aix-en-Provence rosé. I absolutely love it. You can get it for like 18, like around there, like 16 to 18, 20 is like max kind of what you'd be paying.
You pay $20 for a bottle of Whispering Angel.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a good bottle of rosé for a summer.
Nice bottle of rosé, yeah. What I find quite annoying, and I don't understand why the producers do not pick up on this. She's going around, she's super excited about doing these projects, these crafts or whatever it is. And then she does like, the tie-dyes, napkins, she does these things. And it's actually, do you know what? It's actually kind of cool. Like, she does the drop waters and she puts it in and then she hang dries them. And it's kind of cool. Okay, I will say that. Here's my point. She's like, oh my God, this is so easy. It's awesome and stuff like that. And then she gets to do it. She's starting to do it. And then it's like, do you know what? Oh my God, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've never done this before. It's like, you just said that you love doing this and now you're not doing it and then you don't know how to do it. And she does that a lot.
It's the peanut butter pretzels all over again. What was it, Michael? Daniel? What's it, Daniel? That Daniel was allergic to? She's like, I made you peanut butter pretzels. And he's like, oh, I'm allergic. I'm going to die. And she's just like, well, that's why I wrote the peanut butter pretzels on it, because I know it's your favorite snack. And I wrote it on here just in case you were allergic. It's like, what am I watching?
No, it's guys, like I know we're kind of being a bit like whatever on it, but it's actually comical to watch, and you'll understand it as, what the talking points we're doing. It goes on to the Chrissy Teigen episode in episode 2. She hasn't seen her in 20 years, but they reconnected. Yeah, you reconnected because you want her on the show. Yeah. That's why. Nobody wants to
Chrissy Teigen's probably because Chrissy Teigen needs TV time because everyone still hates her from when she told Courtney Stodden to off herself
on social media.
Yeah. So like nobody really cares for Chrissy Teigen and nobody really cares for Meghan Markle, so it's like, all right.
So it's like, which is actually crazy. And then like Meghan says like, yeah, like Chrissy's coming over, like I think she kind of likes to cook and this and it's very like there's like underlying jealousy there. Like Chrissy Teigen was
has a cookbook, by the way.
Yeah.
And like she's very good at cooking.
She's 3 cookbooks, I think. And she definitely has 2. I'm almost certain she has 3. She's lovely. I did the Fab Life with her like twice when she had that show. And it was really fun doing cooking segments with her. She was very nice. And
3, she has 3 books.
She's 3 cookbooks. Yeah. Very successful. She had a beautiful line at Target. The stuff was actually really, really pretty. She was very successful at doing her recipes and so forth. So like, if you know her, to say like, oh, I think she kind of likes to, it was very like, I think she likes cooking. It's like, don't you know her? Here we go again. It's It's like, come over. I know you so well. I think you cook, but I have 3 cookbooks out. And then John Legend's in the back, and he pokes his head around the corner. He's probably there to make sure Chrissy Teigen doesn't say anything like bad.
Yeah. Well, then she was like looking at her tattoo. She's like, "What is this tattoo? Is this my kid's birthday, John? Whose birthday? What?" And I was like, "Oh my God, Chrissy, you're not helping yourself."
I know, that was actually kind of funny. It starts off. She makes again, doesn't show. Well, she kind of does show how to make it. The bread starter to make bread. The starter. So it takes about 5 days to make. You can do it if you want to. I've never done that. You can actually go on Etsy if you want to buy a starter. If you're interested in making bread, you can buy it for like $10. They ship it to you. You don't have to spend feeding it for 5-6 days or whatever it is. I think something like that should be said, because no one's going to do that for 5 days. They're just not. Oh God. I mean, that was kind of it. Then the craft dependence and the rose water she makes for. They're just all these things that I just.
Oh,
feel
and then
like
she brings back the flower sprinkles.
The flowers again.
I'm glad Tan France called her out about that, and he's just like, "That's the gayest shit I've ever seen."
It is. And she's almost like they're in a fit of rage. Like the camera always catches her when somebody says something. Like Chrissy Teigen says, I spent like 4 hours cooking dinner, which I don't fucking believe that as well. Oh, really? It's like Meghan almost like feels inadequate when she hears things like that. Like, should I be making dinner for 4 hours? You know what I mean? But that's really it. That's our like bitching session for today on like a lovely Thursday. Orange County's on tonight. I'm excited, not really excited to see how this plays out.
I know your girl's gone.
My girl's gone for a while. Who knows when she come back? Probably see her in the reunion. I don't know. I just have to watch it more. I have to see so I don't know. I think I texted you this week. So Shannon is back following Katie now. But did you say like you didn't know if there were like if Shannon was ever unfollowing her? I don't think Shannon ever unfollowed her.
I don't know if Shannon ever unfollowed her, but I mean, that's kind of the thing though, is people look at the followers, and if they're not following them, then they think like, oh, like I remember that was a thing with like Ariana Madix and Lala Kent, and they were like, oh, right. Ariana and Lala unfollowed Lisa Vanderpump, and then they both came out and they're like, actually, we never followed Lisa Vanderpump. There was never an unfollow because we never hit the follow first. And
I think Adam said that first. I was like, I don't know.
Did he?
Yeah, I think that was the first video I saw. Was like, hey, newsflash, everybody, Shannon is following Katie again. And I was like, I should probably ask Katie, but I don't think Katie fucking knows like if who's following and who's not following. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just, the reunion is going to be insane. It's just like,
I know.
Maybe they'll bring Kiki on the reunion.
Oh, Kiki will get a segment at the reunion.
Do you think they'll bring the husbands on? I think they could bring the husbands on this season. Just for a little, like, tiny segment in the reunion.
They usually do.
Have they on Orange County before? I mean, like, Jersey, obviously.
Jersey always does. They usually always do bring husbands at some point. I feel like Shane's been at a reunion before.
So what they would bring, like, Matt, Slade,
Terry.
And Ryan.
Shane.
Well, no, not... Yeah. With Terry, but just probably just the 3 people that were on Maestros that night, or Mastros.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then they'll all go at it. I mean, they probably would. I don't know. So funny.
Could you just imagine a showdown between Slade and Matt at the reunion? Like that to me, I would fucking love it. I think Matt is getting a little thirsty. Okay. I think Matt likes the attention and he's leaning into it, which I don't think helps their cause, but I think, I like when the husband, I'm torn with husbands, but this one I kind of like that they're both kind of like Slade's a little thirsty and Slade's thirsty. Slade's thirsty and Matt's getting a little thirsty. And like, now I want to see them have like the
reason why Matt, when I reached out to Katie, I was like, hey, do you think Matt would come on or whatever like that? And she's like, I don't know, like, let me ask him and so forth. And then it wasn't until, and it was actually kind of like, no, we're going to hold off, whatever that. I was like, okay, cool. And then when Slade went on Heather's, Katie was like, he's ready to talk. Because he was talking shit about Matt on that. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to say my piece. And so that's why he came on mine. That's how that happened. So But I'm glad that they did show the text messages on the show. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was getting a bit like, okay, you're going to have to talk about if you're telling the truth or if you're not lying, we just fucking need to see something. Do you know what I mean? So we can, which is great. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Where are they in Amsterdam this week? They brought out the clip. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I think it's Amsterdam.
Really,
that's the trip that like Katie doesn't get invited on, and so yeah.
You got like 30 seconds before we go because I have a heart out. Nothing new with Blake Lively. Nothing, just same old shit.
Nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting.
It's still ongoing. We're in Discovery. They're fighting back and forth. Nothing groundbreaking aside from there's like a new accuser that's come out against Justin Baldoni in support of Blake Lively. We don't know who this person is. It's completely anonymous. And the claim that they're saying is that Justin Baldoni verbally abused them.
So yelling on set. Big fucking deal. I mean, everybody does it. Everybody does it.
But not only that, but like we don't, what does verbal abuse really entail? Like you can't prove it,
We all do it. I've shouted. I've yelled at people. We all have. All right.
Yeah.
I will see you on Sunday for our meet and greets, everybody. And go follow Zach at Just Plain Zach and at No Filter with Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Peter. And we'll see you all back here next week. Or tomorrow. I'm here with Amy Phillips tomorrow. Bye, everyone.